What's up, YouTube? George is Silver Hunter back with a video on cleaning coins. Now, if you've been in the coin collecting world for even a second, the first piece of advice you will always get is never clean your coins. Well, today I'm going to show you about a coin cleaner I use all the time for silver pieces that I happen to come across while coin roll hunting that are in really bad shape, right? Like this 1968D that I found in a recent hunt, and this might also actually be a 1968D. It is. These coins are pretty worse for wear when it comes to dirt and tarnish and whatnot. So what I want to do is show you how you can kind of relatively safely clean these coins and bring that shine back to them without damaging them too badly. But before we do that, I'd like to impart a little knowledge on you for what you should do before you even think about doing this. So the first thing you should do is identify your coin and check it out in either a world coin book or, for the United States, this U.S. State Coins Red Book. If you ever hear of Red Book, this is the book they're talking about. It's published every year. This is the 2020. I have the 2021 somewhere. I just couldn't find it, so we're going to use this one. So for this coin, let's go ahead and look it up. We are looking for $50, right? So this book is organized by the type, right? So we have a $50. We have a 1968D. So let's see if we can find that. 1968D, 246.9 million, and MS63, it's worth $6, which spot price today for the silver content alone, it's worth about $4. I do not have an MS63 coin on my hands, so there is no amount of damage that I can do to this coin to make it worth less than spot value. Now, this is the first thing you should do. This is just telling you, based on the coin and based on a high-level condition, what is the maximum value it's worth, right? So if I found out that I had a 1970D that might be a $20 coin in MS63, I would think twice about cleaning it before cleaning it, because I'd rather make $20 on that coin than $4. The second thing that you should do is check your coin for a variety or an error. So typically that would be a double die obverse or a double die reverse or a repunched mint mark. These errors exist in all kinds of coins that you would never even think they would exist in. So what I'm going to do is take you over to the computer and we'll look up the 1968D to see what some of the possibilities might be that we should look for in an error or variety. And we'll look for a price for one of those on eBay to see if I could potentially be ruining the value of one of these coins. So the first thing you want to do is pull up PCGS.com, and you'll see here in the upper menu there is a price guide. From there you can click and find the coin that you're looking for. And for our example, we are looking for $50, very specifically Kennedy $50 from 64 to current. And from here, we can drill in and see all of the various coins and potential varieties that are out there. So when you see like a 64D, a 64 DDO or double die obverse, there's a 64D quadruple die obverse, there's various versions of the repunch mint mark. So PCGS keeps a catalog of everything they've graded and recognize as a error or variety. And you'll see here the 68 does have a TDO, which is a triple die obverse. If you click into that coin, they will actually have pictures of what that triple die obverse looks like. And I will be honest with you. For some of these, they're even under the magnification that they give you, it's very hard to discern what you're looking for. So I'm going to show you another resource outside of PCGS that you can go to. But typically that triple die obverse is gonna show up, I believe, in the trust. You can see how wide the letters are here. It may even show up in the in God, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna take you over to the other resource that I use. But before I do that, I do want to bring you down here to show you that let's pretend my 68D that I showed you was a triple die obverse and was in a mint state 63 or higher, my $4 spot price coin just turned into an $85 coin if it were graded at an MS63. So this is the kind of research you want to do before you potentially clean a coin and damage its value. So let's come over here to the other resource that I visit quite frequently, and that is varietyvista.com. From here, you can come down just like on PCGS and you can choose the coin that you're looking for. We're going into Kennedy halves, and over here they separate by double die obverse, double die reverse, and repunch mint marks. So let's take a look at this DDO. You'll see that in the 68D, they have a couple of different ones. Here's the example of their FS101 to match what we saw on PCGS. And they have a couple other ones that they've had people send in that they have cataloged. But I'm going to go ahead and drill into here so we can get some other pictures. So our description is light triple spread on In God We Trust, the date and Y of Liberty. And they have taken pictures of the coin that they have cataloged. And a lot of times here it's easier to find the triple, the markings on the coin that you're looking for. And like in this is a little bit better example. Let's say here in the S and the T, you can see you've got a little bit of doubling here on the T and the S. So this is a resource I like to go to because it shows you a lot of different markers on the coin that you could look for to compare your coin to it. So here is the 68D that we cleaned. You can see that it is very scratched up. We can come in here and we can look at the S and the T, and I don't see any doubling or any markings here on the S and the T, which I did this before I actually cleaned it for this video. So I'm not too concerned that I potentially damaged a really expensive coin. Now what I do want to show you while I'm here is that in another coin roll hunt I did several weeks ago, I found a 1964, right, here's your 64, Denver 90% silver coin. And I haven't cleaned this one because when you put it under the scope, you can see we actually have a repunch mint mark. It just so happened that around the same time, I found another 1964 Denver, and when I put it under the scope, it was another repunched mint mark. So these are two coins that I will never stick in a cleaning solution unless I take it to a professional or have some second opinions that tell me this coin won't be damaged by cleaning it. So with that, let's get back to the actual cleaning process. Well, now that we have that out of the way, let's do what we came here to do in the first place. So e-Z-est is a coin cleaner. You can get it on Amazon. You can actually look at my description down below, and I'll actually have my Amazon affiliate link in there where you can purchase some of this, and I'll get a small little thank you from Amazon for you guys buying using my affiliate link. So if you're in the market for some of this, feel free. Please click on that link down below. If I open this up, you'll see inside is a blue liquid. I don't actually recommend dipping your coins in this container. And I learned this from my local coin shop. This stuff kind of, I won't say it goes bad, but it discolors over time to let you know that, it's been heavily used and that it's old. What I would suggest is dumping a little bit out into a smaller container based on the amount of stuff that you're going to clean. I typically clean a handful of $50 a month. So I have just a little bit in a Tupperware that I've been using and reusing, and you can see this is still pretty blue. It'll turn kind of green to a brown when it's been well used. It has kind of an interesting minty smell to it, and it smells like the dog came through and left a little gas for you when it's cleaning a coin. So you'll know that it's working after you stick one of these coins in there, but it's really pretty simple. Take the coin, you want to drop it in, typically no more than about 10 to 20 seconds. You can leave it in longer, but they recommend that you not really do that unless the coin is really, really dirty. I have left coins in for up to several minutes, but I typically try not to do that. When you're done, you're going to want to thoroughly rinse that coin in some water, so you can either put it in a sink or have a little tub of water nearby. And after you've rinsed the coin for about as long as you've soaked it, you're going to want to put it under some sort of lamp to really dry it out. So let's walk through that. Take a good look at this coin. You can see he's in really, really bad shape. So we'll probably do a little before and after on this. Just gonna drop it in. Now, I've got this stuff on my skin numerous times. It's never hurt me. It's never peeled away my skin. I've never had a problem. I do have some little pinchers that I'll use for this video just to try to be a little safer about it. And we'll see how this coin comes out. And if it's still dirty, we'll throw it back in for a few seconds. So I don't know, that was probably 10 or 15 seconds. So you can see, and I'm going to use my finger to just lightly rub, not pushing hard, just kind of working the solution in. And you can already see this coin looks 1,000 times better. So if you're happy with that, you can go ahead and dunk it in the water. Because I've still got a little bit of dirt in there, I'm going to dunk it back in there for about 5 more seconds, maybe 10. We'll take it out and we'll put it in the water. Okay. And I keep mine just deep enough that I can pick up my coins with these pinchers and just get a little bit of the solution on my fingers, and I'm not dunking my whole hand in there. All right, that looks pretty good. We're gonna drop that in the water and we'll let it sit for a minute or two. I'll fast forward to the point where we take it out. So I like to have like a soft towel or a microfiber cloth nearby just to kind of, why am I using my pinchers? I don't need them, this is just water. Just so that I'm not scrubbing at it with like a really abrasive paper towel or anything like that. So I'm just gonna take that and put it in here. You can see, just kind of fold the towel over and just give it a squeeze to help get some of the water off of it. Sorry, I'm taking this off camera, but we'll have a look at this coin now. That looks 100 times better than it did. You can still see a little bit of dirt inside the 8, and that would probably come off with another dip or 2. But this coin, in comparison to this one, they look pretty similar at the beginning of the video. This looks like a much nicer coin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this over. I'm not going to treat this one. I'll do that on my own. I just wanted to have one, and so you could see just how much the color changed. And we'll get this under the lamp. I'll show you what that looks like, and we'll call this video done. So give me a second to get my lamp set up, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is a poor man's heat lamp. This is just one of those old tree lamps, right? And what I have done is I've kind of built up a little bed on this paper towel, or on this towel, and I'll leave this coin here for probably 10 or 15 minutes. This actually gets really, really hot just from the bulb. That's going to dry out this coin, make sure all the water dries up, make sure there's none of that solution left on it. And after, 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'll flip it over and hit the back really well. And that's it. All done. And typically I don't do one coin at a time. I'll save up and make sure I've got, 5 or 10 and do a bunch at a time if I'm going to do it. But I always, always, always check to make sure I'm not ruining potentially an error or variety coin. So I thought I'd bring you in one last time just to show you the difference between these two coins. This is the one that we cleaned. This is one that was vaguely resembled how dirty this one was before we put it in the e-Z-est. So I think overall it came out really, really nice. So with that said, if you are going to clean your coins, e-Z-est is a good product. Make sure you're not destroying a really valuable coin in the process, so always do your homework before you dip anything in that solution. And I hope you learned something here today. If you did, leave me a comment down below. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and click that little bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. So I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.